everyone, let's take a seat and get started.
Where's the creamer?
I don't know. Why don't you come take a seat?
Oh, there was creamer here. Toasted hazelnut almond milk creamer.
So, shall we start with the Serenity Prayer?
The Karens. This, I just love it. Of course, the title sets the tone for the whole thing. Love that it was a support group for people named Karen, and that the one lady comes in and she's the Karen. It's just hilarious. Great editing, great writing, great cast. So great casting, really good acting. Just really hilarious. Everybody really committed to their specific individual characters. I thought there was a lot of great dynamics between everybody, and everybody was very different. So I loved that. Nice music in the beginning and the end. I just thought it was all in all really well done. I think mostly it was female filmmakers too, which I just thought was really great. You know, Karen's kind of making fun of the whole Karen situation, and it was just really well done, and loved it a lot. So great job to everybody involved, and good luck.
The Karens. The Karens is a funny idea. I mean, this help group, you know, for people named Karen. Although there is a little bit of misunderstanding because some of them believe, actually just one of them believes that is for people that are referred to as Karen, as like, you know, people who love to complain. I think it was a funny idea, and I think there was funny dialogues. There was a good conflict between the main characters, and overall the concept of the short, this is very important. We can see it's a very good independent short because it's all made in one location with just a few characters, boom, boom, boom. But the filmmaker managed to keep a good pacing and managed to keep it entertaining, even if it was just in the same room. So overall, there was a great direction and a good cinematography and fantastic performances. So I can say it was a very well done and very well executed short. Congratulations.
All right, I just finished watching The Karens, which is a piece I really ended up enjoying. I thought it had a really great sense of humor and sort of a self-referential conceit based around the Karen trope and the online content and sort of cultural consciousness around it in a way that was really funny and clever and sort of had a lot of interesting takes on the entire construct. I thought that it was funny that the main group was based around complaining about having their name being taken over, and obviously the one character who disagreed with the intent of the group and was someone who was constantly being accused of being the Karen. I thought that central conceit really reflected a lot of the comedic beats that played out throughout the piece, and it worked really well because of all the actresses on screen were really great, had a great dynamic that was very natural, and sort of created their own personality and character depth for each of their own characters within the setting that really created a nice ensemble dynamic that everyone played off of in a way that I thought really made the piece endearing and funny, both in sort of a physical humor way with the actual Karen, and sort of a very natural sort of a meditative examination of what it was like to sort of constantly interact with the online content in a way that I thought was relatable to a lot of people. So I thought it was a well done piece, very funny most importantly, and well acted throughout by everybody involved.
The Karens. Well, I thought this was a good story, well written and very realistic and very now. This support group for women named Karen. It makes you think of how these women watch social media turn their names into a bad word almost overnight. In such a stressful time during the COVID situation, I wonder if the filmmaker has had conversations with anyone labeled a Karen. And I realize a lot of these women are privileged bullies, and I also think that for some of them, they're women who over a long period of time were already feeling unheard, and as soon as they were under the stress of an argument in public, it became too challenging for them emotionally, and they just lose control. Good topic.
I was wondering when someone would make a film about this, about the name Karen, support group for people named that, when it's something that's really derogatory. Say the hazelnut Karen at least admits she is one. Guess that's progress on her behalf. But the others, yeah, the trauma, you could see their trauma that they're getting from just their name. That all the points are mentioned with it, that calling women a normal name to shut them up is probably not okay, but it was done in a very humorous way where the hazelnut Karen goes off thinking that's what it is and turns the whole thing about her. She's, to say with her, it's progress that she at least admits she is one, but she turns into the full stereotype of them. And they have the stereotype of everybody recording without permission, doing everything else. This hit everything spot on when it comes to the name Karen, with the people really named that and those who act like the stereotypical ones who are recorded. It hit everything just spot on.
Okay, so the Karens is hilarious. Like, the idea of a support group for people called Karen, like dealing with like the issues, like, you know, the pain of their name being used as an insult, is great in itself. But then you have them confronting an actual Karen, and that just takes up a whole another level. Like, it's hilarious. And the depiction of the Karen is like spot on. You know, it's really awkward at times, but in that funny way, he gets the right balance. But also at its heart, you know, there is this kind of interesting idea about like using names derogatorily, and a kind of collateral damage of insults, which adds a bit of weight to the comedy. Leaves you something to think about, which is quite an interesting idea. So consider me impressed.
The Karens were super funny. The Karens had me laughing out loud more than a few times. When she said Schenectady, that whole bit gold. Because I was like, what is she talking about? Do you mean Schenectady? Which, yeah. And yeah, this whole ensemble cast was really funny. The whole concept as a support group for Karens, for people named Karen, and like all that. When she said Karen McLaren, when she said, oh, my students started laughing at me when I said her name, Karen McLaren. She's like, Karen McLaren. Classic. Yeah, great writing, great delivery. Well done. So good job.